video is going to be about natural remedies and treatments that you can find around the home or foraged in your local area. Now, the foraged items, we're only going to use plants that are generally found in most countries and are very easily recognisable. So we won't be getting into any type of difficulties with poisoning ourselves or picking the wrong plants. The first three items are going to be foraged items. And these are things that you can actually forage at different times of the year. The nettle tea, for a start, that can be foraged most of the year. If you're not using your nettle leaves for spinach, you're missing out on a lovely free vitamin K packed, vitamin C packed free leaf. But nettle tea is also an anti-inflammatory. It relieves arthritis and sore muscles. It can help flush bacteria from the urinary tract. And in spring, it's really good for hay fever. You can make your tea out of the fresh leaves if you've just picked them, or you can dry them. And how we've dried them is in the microwave. Just look there. You can dry them in the microwave and you just lay them out on a plate and you heat them for 30-second increments. Now, they do dry up quite quickly. Just keep checking them every 30 seconds because you don't want them setting on fire. But it'll take about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes to dry. Perfect. All the moisture's been removed and then you can just store them. Now, when you're doing your tea, you can either have it just through a normal little strainer, put your nettle tea leaves in there or whatever tea leaves you're using and pour your hot water through. Or you could go flash and use a small cafetiere. This is a cafetiere we actually got off Olio because they found it too small for the coffee. Too small for the coffee, but perfect for remedies and herb teas. This is actually one of my favourites. There's not a lot left of it because we only tend to be able to get it in spring. I'm sorry if the writing's back to front, but it says blackberry tea on it. And it's the very new first sprung leaves in spring of the bramble bush or the blackberry bush. And you just pick them and just rub them between your fingers when you've just picked them. And they smell of brambles or blackberries. They're so delicate and sweet. Again, dry them in the microwave in 30-second increments and you've got the most beautiful tea. And it's nearly all gone. We did have a full tub because it's one of my favourite natural teas. Now, blackberry leaf tea is great for sore throats, sore gums, mouth ulcers, very high in vitamin C. I generally have it because I like it. It's beautiful, beautiful free tea. And the last one we've got here is rose bay willow herb. I'll put a photograph at the end of this little segment of the plant for you to recognise. It's a big tall weed. You won't be able to collect this now, certainly not in the UK in December, but sort of coming next May, you'll be able to pick it May, June, July, August, September. And it makes a very easy tea. Again, it's like a sweet, honey, earthy tea. And rose bay willow herb is a gentle laxative, a decongestant. It's a general pep you up tonic when you're feeling a little bit down and you're not quite sure. It really is a nice soothing tea, all caffeine free. And another good thing about it can soothe gastrointestinal issues. So if you've got a little bit of heartburn after a meal, a cup of rose bay willow herb tea is fantastic. These are all free teas, easy to make. And once you've dried them out in the microwave, or if you flash a dehydrator, they'll store for a couple of years. On next. Right, a few other things you may have around the house. Obviously, the foraging things you have to actually go out and get, but these you probably have around the house. Coughs and colds, a bane this time of year, sore throats, that kind of thing. Now, your honey and your lemon juice is very common and well known. Teaspoon of honey into the bottom of a cup, a squirt of lemon juice and hot water. Very soothing and vitamin C packed. Lemon juice itself is fantastic for alkalising the system, which makes it very hard for the system to become inflamed. And most diseases can't thrive without inflammation. So that's why a lot of people, especially those that tend to be really healthy or very health conscious, will have a glass of warm water in the morning with lemon juice in. Lemons themselves can be quite expensive to buy depending on the time of year. However, you can also buy the lemon juice in large tubs. This is from my ever favourite Lidl's. It's coming in under £1. It's a very large tub of just pure lemon juice. If we can get the normal lemons, we will use them if they get them at a reasonable price. But if not, happy to use lemon juice. Honey, as you know, it's a natural antiseptic, and it's just generally fantastic for lots of things. Use a lime too. It's just as good as a lemon, packed with all the good stuff. And something else that we also get, we do get a fresh ginger root, but the jars of pickled ginger, these are great. They're not only are they good for cooking, especially sort of like Chinese cooking and Thai cooking, they act as a double whammy for indigestion relief. Having the pickled vinegar, which helps soothe acid indigestion. Sounds counterintuitive, but it does work. And also the ginger, which is notoriously good for soothing indigestion. Ginger is also very good if you've got colds, and I found it quite good for mild headaches, having ginger. So a few more things there that'll be great around the house that you can use as alternative medicines and remedies. This sad and lonely looking chap is a used tea bag. Now, tea bags have quite a few uses, and the very best thing about tea bags, if you're not enjoying a cup of tea, because we know if you ain't got tea, you won't got out, is used tea bags are great for laying against a sore gum, an abscess in the mouth or toothache. The tannin soothes the pain, and it acts as an anti-inflammatory. It's no replacement for a good dentist. We all know how important good dentists are. But if it's the middle of the night and you need some soothing, and you're finding that your paracetamols and your ibuprofen aren't making it, try a used tea bag. If you've got a hole in a tooth that's waiting to be filled and it's very painful, clove oil's fantastic. Tastes very strong, but it really works. I think you probably have to top it up about every half an hour. If you've ever had really bad toothache, you're desperate to do anything to relieve the pain. So it's definitely worth getting a small bottle of clove oil from a chemist. They're only a couple of pounds, and they last for years and years. And of course, your good old used tea bag. Not too cold against the tooth, though, if there's still nerves in the tooth. But yeah, really handy to know. Now, finally, in this video, is the humble old banana. Not only do they taste fantastic and they're full of potassium, which is a mineral the body needs, the skins are very, very useful. Now, I thought it was an old wives' tale when I read it on the internet, but my little girl had got a verruca on her foot. And then she got a second verruca on her foot and was desperate to get rid of it without using any of the very strong treatments that burn the skin. And we read on the internet about using some gaffer tape or duct tape and sticking a little bit of the banana skin face upwards, so the inside of the banana, next to the verruca, covering it in the tape for a couple of days and then leaving it. So we did that. We only had some brown parcel tape, so we chopped off a piece of banana skin, put the soft, damp wetness on the inside up towards the verruca, covered the verruca with the parcel tape and left it for a couple of days. And when we took it off, not only did the verruca started to shrink, it then went on to die in a matter of days. An old wives' tale that works. I would have mentioned one of my personal favourites, which is apple cider vinegar, but that deserves a video all for itself. There's so many uses. If you like to use a lot of foraged items that you can use for several different things, repurposing things, there's a really good channel, YouTube channel called Wallflowers UK, and Mary Ann walks the frugal walk. She really knows how to make a penny squeak, and her husband, and she has some fantastic tips, including how to make washing liquid. This is clothes washing liquid from ivy. So outside, ivy plant everywhere, most months of the year, and you can make a washing liquid. I mean, how cheap and good is that? So definitely tune into Mary's channel and husband's channel. We'll put her link to her channel below in the comments. But great to have you today. If you've enjoyed being with me, please like, subscribe and share, and we'll be back very soon. Oh, P.S. Nothing that's in this video is medical advice. If you're worried about anything, please speak to your doctor or pharmacist. These are just alternative remedies that you've got around the house. Take care. Thank you. Bye.